Alright, this video is intended to show Grand Reserve residents how to service their air conditioner unit when they put in the cleaner twice yearly. Alright, so first off, I won't show the rest of the room because this is somebody's suite, but ultimately you have to get into your AC unit. So this is usually the bathroom just off the door. Alright, and if you've got a panel like this, you just unscrew the two bolts at the top. Some of them just have a plate here or like a wall filler here. You just have to remove it. All right, so I'm going to go and do that off camera, and I'll bring you back once we're in. All right, with that panel removed, this is what your AC unit looks like. A lot of them don't even have the panel. And then you get this cover here, which I will remove off camera just because it's a little difficult to get into here. All right, hopefully the drain is right in behind that. I can see the pipe up in there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a white pipe up in there. Bring you back. All right, folks, success. We are in. All right, real quick explanation on how your air handler works. All right, the air gets sucked in through this big opening in the bottom, and it goes through these grills here, which are your cooling fins. These take the water out of it. That water lands in this tray and drains down these pipes. All right. You've got a float switch in the back, which is supposed to shut off if the water builds up. You got a couple options here. You can either pour it in here, which is kind of hard to get to. You see it's fairly far back there. Or you can just pour it right in here. Right. And you want about a quart. I'll show you that in a minute. We'll go and get some for this person's unit. It will flow down into this pipe. This pipe joins up with your other folks, goes down the wall, joins up with the apartment below, and then joins up with the one below that because we're third floor here. All right. As long as one person in the entire suite is doing this and filling this, especially the top floor, it will keep the whole main line clear, the whole thing. Residents own from this pipe to where it meets the main stack that comes up inside the wall. This pipe all the way over is your responsibility. If you're not putting cleaner in here, this pipe will become clogged. That means that water draining from here will fill up. If it's done right, it should shut off your AC with this float switch in the back. If it's not done right, it'll dribble out this tray down on the floor and flood out the person underneath you. Bring it back as we put cleaner in. All right, folks, so this is the recommended cleaner for Grand Reserve. We're trying to get away from vinegar and bleach. Vinegar combined with bleach will cause chlorine gas. I believe it was used in World War I as a nerve agent for fights and stuff. Please try and use Simple Green. If you don't have Simple Green, vinegar or bleach, but not together. And find out what your neighbors are using. If they're using vinegar, use vinegar. Don't mix the two. All right. Ideally, a Simple Green. This, just a straight up water bottle. This is about how much you want to pour in there. All right. It's a little bit overkill. Right. Just pour it in straight. It's concentrated. This is a super concentrated cleaner. It's not going to hurt your pipes. Bleach might. Bleach is pretty aggressive. All right. But this is about how much you want, whether you're using vinegar or Simple Green. One water bottle. All right, let's go do the pour. All right, welcome back. So I wish I had a funnel. I just don't, so you'll have to forgive me for being a little bit messy. This stuff smells pretty good, though, so we're just going to get it right here, and we are just going to pour it right into the tray. All right, so as you can see, another option would be to pour it, lift that little float switch out, but I don't want to mess with electronics and stuff. All right, so we are just pouring it directly into the condensate tray. There we go. And as you can see, I emptied the bottle in there. It really is that easy. All right, so this would be good for another 6 months. That is the service expected for this pipe. This is your condensate line. These are causing all kinds of problems around the condo complex with these lines getting backed up, water overflowing, and then flooding the downstairs neighbors or flooding out the storage units because that's where they all come together. Please do your maintenance. It really is this easy. Thank you. I'll put it back together and we'll get one last shot. All right, cover's back on. All sealed up as best these covers do, right? You can see the piece of insulation's tucked in there. All right. be extra careful that you get that insulation in properly. You don't want air leaks because that'll bring dust. This fluff that you see, that'll get on that condensate coil, and that's a whole different problem. But that's our cleaning process for Grand Reserve. Please do it twice yearly. Very important. That way you don't flood out your folks downstairs or your own unit if you're on the main floor. All right, and it means that the outside condensate lines, even if one person in a stack of apartments, 3 high, does it, it means it won't flood. It'll keep that line clear. We vacuum those lines multiple times a year. That's my job right now, is to get every building completely done. And what that does, when I hook up my shop vac, you'd be able to stand in here and you'd hear that drain line going gurgle, gurgle, gurgle as it sucks air through, and it pulls all the liquid through, all that cleaner through. All right, and that way then we have cleaner all the way to the bottom. Thanks, folks.